Hello, this is the tutorial for the Scenebuilder demo that applies directly to 3-card brag. First, we're going to create a new project, Java FX FXML application, and we're going to call it Java FX Demo. Okay. All right, this is the main class that contains static void main. And next I'm going to the where am I? Here we go. I'm going to the FXML document so that I can look at Scenebuilder. Okay, here's the Scenebuilder interface. This is the anchor pane. You can see it right here in the hierarchy, the anchor pane. We're going to delete the button and the label and start new. So we're going to select the anchor pane and get the properties up here. And we're going to, let's see, find, these are the properties and we want the layout. Okay, so the preferred width we're going to make to be 800. And the preferred height we're going to set at 600. Okay, so now I'm going to add some layouts. I'm going to grab a V-box. The V-box allows me to put in controls like this, stacking them. So I'm going to right-click and select Fit to Parent, so it will cover the entire anchor pane. All right, we have menu bar in the hierarchy panel, but I believe there is not a menu bar in the 3-card brag program. So I'm going to skip that part. All right, now I'm going to add a text area. All right, here it is under Controls. Here's my text area, and it goes into the top part of my layout. And what I need to do with the text area is to name it so that I can access it. And I'm going to call it TXT title. Okay. You can also, if you want to add a graphic to here, an image, then instead of just a text area, you would put in a H-box so that you can put in 2 controls. Here we can only put in 1. All right, let's see. The next we're going to do is to add an H-box. Oops, under containers. Okay, so that will go across our V-box, and we can put in items across the H-box. And what I'm going to add is I actually want hold on. Okay, this demo is a little more involved. It has an additional row which contains a label and a text field and a button. That is unnecessary for today's demo. The directions say to add a horizontal split pane. I don't think we're going to need that either, so I'm going to skip that part. So what am I going to do? All I really need is I have this text area up here for my title, and I have one H box, and for my kind of simple layout, I'm just going to need another H box. And so they're two kind of skinny H boxes, and what I'm going to do is make them bigger so that they'll be about the same size. Oh, that didn't work out. If you look over in the hierarchy, it looks like I added an H box to an H box. I didn't mean to. I wanted it down here, so I'm just going to pull it down. All right, and maybe even it up a little bit, because I'm going to put player 1 stuff on one level and player 2 stuff on another. Now the first thing I need for the players are text fields, and I'm going to grab, whoops, not a container, now I need a control. Okay, I need a text field here and a text field for the other one. And then I'm going to need 3 image views for each of them. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now those are too fat, and they won't fit the, excuse me, they won't fit the cards very well either. So what I'm going to do is change their width to, say, 150. And see how that does. See, this one looks a little better, and I can drag it down a bit, and it looks more like a card now. Maybe I don't want it quite that big. Okay, so the one in the middle, I'm going to do the same thing to. I'm going to make the width 150, and I'm going to drag it down a bit. How big is that? 193. The other one is 207. So maybe I'll make it, which one have I got here? 194, 193. I'm going to make it 190. And then that'll leave me some extra room to make some margins. Okay, so my left one now is going to be 160 by 190. And they're all 3 the same size now. I can easily put a margin on each one. I need, let's see, I'm thinking 10, and I'll put it in all directions. See, that just kind of makes it nice. Okay, and then I need a button over here on the right. You've all seen my layout. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to make the button wider and fatter. And I'm going to move it around again using the margins. The top margin needs to be maybe 50. And, you know, that'll do it. Let me look. Oh, the button needs to have text on it. Let's do that. And it's going to say a deal. And I need to make an event handler for it. Here's my on action, and it's going to be button deal handler. Is that what I said to call it? I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it here. All right. Our text field is kind of up in the air over on the left. So I'm going to go to the layout, and I'm going to put a big fat margin at the top of like 60. Yeah, how about 80? How about 90? There, that's better. I'll put one on the left-hand side of about 10. So it isn't scooched all over to the end. And everybody seems to have a little margin around them. That's working out. So you would do the same thing for your second row. These three are my image views, and they all need to have names. This is going to be player 1. So this name I'm going to name image 1, player 1. The second one I'm going to call image 2, not image, IMG, come on. Image 2, player 1. And the third one I'm going to call image 3, player 1. And I would do the same for the ones on the bottom. I'm going to title my text field. I'm going to need that. And that is going to be called TXT, a name, player 1. Okay, so that's player 1's name is going to be coming in there. If I could spell text. There we go. Okay, so I have names and I have an on action. So I'm going to save what I have, minimize this, and come back to my, there we go. Come back to my project, and now I need the document controller. See if I can, all right. So under under class scope, I'm going to, let's see, I'll bring that up. Okay, private text field, and that's going to give me a red button because I haven't imported it. So I'm going to import it. Now make sure you import the one for javafx.scene, not the AWT one. That will not work very well. So that's TXT name player 1. Now if you can't remember the name, you can certainly go back to your scene builder and see what you wrote. The other thing you can do is check it in the FXML text, the actual XML code. And then I'm going to say, let's see, I'm going to copy and paste because I'm not a very good typer. And the next thing I'm going to do is an image view. And let's see, I think I called that IMG 1, player 1. And not only did I misspelled it, but I still need to import it. So here we go. We have the image view for JavaFX. All right. Now, instead of handle button action, I have, what did I call that? Let's go take a look. Here's my button. Come on. And that is button deal handler. Not even close, huh? So I'm going to call it button deal handler. Okay. And so I have some of my variables. I can put the rest in that I have created. So that's going to be image 2 and image 3. Okay. So if I want to put an image in one of my image views, I can do this. And I'm going to create one for the back of the card, and I'm going to put it in the initialize method. And I'm going to say image place holder equals new image. And this is that huge long expression, this dot get class dot get resource, and it's not null. We have something to put in there. What we have are images b2fv.png, no, b2, all right, and then it's .to external form. Okay, and we have to import image. Didn't I do that? Oh, implement all the methods. I don't even know what that is. Well, it's not a method, so I don't think we need them. Okay, now image placeholder equals new image. Did I import the wrong thing? Oh, I haven't imported image. There it is. Oh, it's AWT. You see that? It's the wrong image, I think. Let's try it again.